Na kabinta ki khubor baman kasngi pet but subscribe ya u Antor News. Kubleye pi baro kini gilong ki khubor bamta kasngi. U CEO ke NEUFC mandar thamhani habaya kran berkilat pathai khubor ne kasngi palai ke Indian Super League kalapelong ye ke jingle survey barkla aidak baga Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium ha Shillong kadai kabala biang nadong hadong bapelong ye ki jingle kai hala yeng home match jong North East United FC hapo keling Utay uhe ke NEUFC uyathu ke jingle kai football hakeleng ki jaka jong kathan shate lam mi ngi hinrei ban no senyang kabadan jingmut shaka kamile kai football la kadai nadu kishnong ki thau but ki residential academy ong uthamhani Habayaro ye ke jing it football de kipat ba a Shillong uni u CEO ulong haba kran ye ke jing shongshit kipat it football ke Shillong ha ke Durand kop badang syukut haba ai khubleiru ye ke senyang jong ke sarkar jila banbu ye ki fan park hakeleng jong ke nongba Omandar thamhani ulayathu bah ke jing yakun semi final ka Durand Cup hapdeng ke Shillong la jong bar ke NEUFC ha Shillong ka kinhon na ke Indian Super League ISL kala pelong ya ke survey ban pet ye ki jing don kam baro ki badon ha JN Stadium kila biang pura ne em ban pelong ye ki jing yele kai ISL Dakum kene ka jing kershan bar ka jing don halindat jong upat ba u CEO ulaong ba kalong ka ba kong san ye ka NEUFC ban wan ye le kai ye ki jing ye le kai hala yeng ha Shillong haba bon ya jan baro ki AKA ka kinhun na ka ISL kala tho iki katu ka ni ki jing ai jing mut sha ka sarkar jila kanang ba ka JN Stadium kanong chispa iwe person ka ba biang nadong hadong banna pelong ye ki jing ye le kai ISL Ka ISL kala ai ke jingya trailang ban la belong ye ke jingya le kai hangni ha Shillong ban ngatharai ba shwa ban kut kene ke samoy ye le kai le si ha ubnai rimpang leber ka NEUFC kan se le kai ya al ne lai tili ke jingya le kai hala yeng hangni ha JN Stadium ong u CEO ka NEUFC Usamla Redeem talang ubade urang yale kai khasi ba marwe ha ka NEUFC menta ka samoy ula pin pau ba ukwa bhaban wan yale kai hala ying hakmat upat ba ka Shillong
I think I've been in Indian football for the past 25 years, and the kind of support that we are receiving from the government of Meghalaya is something which I've not seen anywhere in any other state in India. Apart from obviously Meghalaya Tourism being our partner, we are very happy that the Meghalaya government has given us 15 acres land on the outskirts of Shillong to develop our residential academy. Which is the second part apart from Meghalaya Tourism being our partner. With the grassroots football, there is something that we are working with the Department of Sports, Government of Meghalaya, where we are trying to reach out to different districts, different villages for further lower age groups like under 7s, under 9s, under 11s, under 13s. And obviously, the idea is also then to, with the help of the government, to see if we can host the Indian Super League matches in Shillong going forward.
Can you tell us more about the academy? When is it being launched? How long it will take?
So the land has just been allocated to us. We have been given the allotment letter by the government a month back. By maybe January, February, the land will be handed over to us because the land is not a plain land. It's a topographical land which needs to be flattened, so to say. And once that is done, which should be maybe in January of 2025 or February of 2025, and then obviously we will start the construction of the work, which will take maybe a year and a half to 2 years, and then obviously we'll be functional with the residential academy.
Winning the Durand Cup give us a push to believe in ourselves, to say that if we keep working like this and putting a bit more, we will go further. The objective is to grow up game by game, to have a strong team, and for sure, making the fans, our fans, and our regions proud of us. That's the most important thing.
What were the matches? Which was the most difficult match you played?
The next one. The next one is the most difficult. The past or past. You know, by respect to all the teams that played against us, all the games were difficult. Each game has difficulties. You know, it's very important to respect the opponents. And the truth, the most difficult game would be the next game against Mumbai. That's for sure. Durand Cup, all they were difficult.
How do you rate Shillong, John?
Sorry,
How
how?
do you rate Shillong right now?
Shillong has a very good players. I tell you the truth, they play nice football. I think it's a team who can surprise a lot. You know, need experience, need more maybe support every day in the field like we had against us. That's it. I think the coach knows about Shillong more than me. Morocco starts to do that when they start giving nationality to players who play in Europe. They are originally Moroccans and they give them the passports. That's a way. But India doesn't need. India, we have 10% of the Indian population loves football. 10% is nearly 150 million people. It's 3 times Spain. It's, I don't know how many times Uruguay. You know, in Uruguay you see what they're doing. It's only believe. Believe and work, not talk. It's easy to talk, it's easy to be behind the social media, behind the mic, behind the TV, or behind. No, let everyone work a little bit. We want to be in the boat, let's be in the boat all together. Not when the boat is sinking, the first one who jumps is the one who talks. No, this is the way. Let's be patient with national team. Let's push the under 20. Let's push the under 17. Let's work here in under 13 and the 9. You know, let's be patient. Let's make a proper coaches for those young. Parents, don't be angry with the kid if he doesn't have the bad results in school to take him out from football. It's the contrary. It's the only way to develop mentally and healthy player. Then, after 5-6 more years with a proper program, you know, you say, okay, let's focus on under 10 and under 12. Under 12, in 6 years, they will be 18. In 8 years, it will be 20. That means, let's focus on under 20 championship. That means we have 8 years. Let's work with the under 12. Under 10, let's focus on when they will be under 18. Let's focus on the World Cup of under 18. Or Asia under 18. Then, you say we have 6 years. But in this moment, we only say, 2030, I want to be in the World Cup. 2034, I want to be in the World Cup. It will never happen. It will never happen. Focus in the easy one, the proper one. We have a lot of kids. Under 18, under 17, good under 19. Be strong there. Spain to become a World Cup champion in 2010. You know how many World Cups won for the youth? A lot. And the same generation who was World Cup, they were under 20 champion, finalists of under 20 of the Olympic, I think. 17, 19, 20, then the World Cup. It means it takes years. Let's prepare the under 9 and under 11 now, when they become under 19. Then we will think about the World Cup. No, we want to take the cream before to start making the cake, and that is difficult.
First of all, we as a club, Northeast United Football Club, doesn't represent one city or one state. Right? In the ISL, you've got a Mumbai City FC representing a city or a Odisha FC representing a state. When we say Northeast United, we represent 8 states. So it is very important for us to not just play matches in the other states, but also make a meaningful contribution to the football ecosystem per se, whether it's grassroots, whether it is residential academies, etc. So with that in mind, we've obviously been working with the various state associations, football associations. Yes, and as far as the ISL is concerned, we came to play the semi-finals here against Shillong. We saw the kind of support the sport has. Not just the people that were in the stadium, but we saw also there were around 6 to 7 fan parks that was organized by the government, where we had a lot of people coming to watch there. You don't see this. You see this for cricket maybe, right? But we don't see that in football. So I think Shillong definitely. Personally, I honestly feel that Shillong can be the next capital of Indian football. It has got the potential to be that. And to ensure that we are able to do that, it is important that we already have a Shillong Lajong team from here which plays the ID. It is important that we as an ISL come and play here also. And going forward, maybe even the Indian national team can come and play here, because it's important that any team that plays here should get this kind of support. If it's a national team playing here, we should get that support. So yes, we have, with that in mind, there was a recce that was conducted by the Indian Super League during the Durand Cup to see if the facilities are good enough to host the ISL. There are certain recommendations which they have made, which we have presented to the government of Meghalaya, and I think together with the help of the government, we will be able to try and see to it that whatever little bit altercations need to be made between for the hosting of the ISL will be made. We are hopeful that this season, before the season gets over, we are able to play at least 2 or 3 of our home matches here. The ISL also is very, very cooperative in having the matches here. It's just about, I believe there are 2, 3 events happening here in December, some concert, etc. So once that is over, if we are able to do the necessary changes that are expected of us to do, if they happen within the given timeline, then I'm confident that by February we should be able to have at least 2 or 3 home matches of Northeast United Football Club played here.
Can you tell us the gist of those recommendations that ISL has been sending to the government, the facilities that the JN is lacking right
No,
now?
I think the facilities are very good here, because normally the facilities are broken into technical aspect, which is the pitch, which is the dressing rooms, etc. I think there are not many issues in that. We've got one of the very good turf there. Obviously, the grass is dry grass, which is suitable for a cold climate. So it's been a pretty good job. And I think I was talking to the coach even while training. I think they've maintained it well even after the Durand, which is a good sign. Normally, everybody just prepares a pitch for a competition and then it's neglected. But we see that the pitch is in top conditions, which is a very good sign. So on the technical front, everything is okay. Small changes which are not major concern. The second part is the uplinking of the satellite, because the ISL does the matches with satellite uplinking. So that team was also here. They have done it, and that also is possible. That's no issue with that. So that's also taken care. The third part is the broadcast, because the ISL is televised in more than 130 countries globally, right? So that aspect cannot be compromised. So with regards to that, there are certain few minor suggestions that have come from the Indian Super League with regards to the height of the camera, etc. So those structural changes, which normally takes time, need to be addressed. And once that is taken care, I think we'll be good to host the Indian Super League here.
We go to
Team te parang ko konkret kaniga sama teman ta kalong kaba teman yang itu marwa pi kajing bon kajing kala nol kaba jamsnam par kalong tausnam kajing kala kaba bon ba ni la long kaba konkret ka sama yo ta ba nichim ni sinjam kaba kawai ka sinjam hari kawai minde ka chim ka sinjam ba ar sinjam ni la yang pe ba kawai ba kawai ka sinjam
Kajing lah punya kai bah aku Durand kau kaduk kaduk kalau orang yang mensi punya kai hati itu.
Ka kami kecing hari kalau lengkap tak kalau ka kecing pendek beri lagi mangi beresu kiba berkeran lah dia mana kapur tempat di kue kita mah kita dia notice kila ikan apakah tim kewajib dari kata kini simsu ini kata ka kiti sim noi sim kia ya.
jadi mensua bila akan bawa piyok pada game time. Jadi compare antara Northeast piyok tidak bagi game time at least tentang 1 minit dan 10 minit. Pi nilai orang bah cuman bah dan Northeast ni pi explore sesuai game.
Kata terkasong coach mah tengah tengah jadi kakak Kaba tim kalau kami ngalong bala ready lali papun kre jadi dia rabi katim ni. Kalau kapsim.
Jadi kita cuma kalau kiman badan apa nak is.
Hawanya berwan yang hayeng ke meruang kemen bayi berwan hayeng.
Kaya ka khangla khangti pan ikibe ki para samabi la kai kumupi lakin dan ki ai hati self love ma kuma ni ngi dan tak kaya ka khangla bala ban pois ka kadan kuma long le mupi jo hale nong tru jo wai ban nong ba ki ni si
Ketika kejinya syama jadi kihab kejinya inti kambe ka baso anu no ka kam ni ka kam jong fi ni kam jong jadi kejinya sya ni apa nya sya ba kiwe ba fresh kam ya minat kapur kan sabatai ka tawat maka jiminat ka kadam leno ai jiminat
kaya ka khubor ko fidor mang aji ki pai ba jo ba jala le jong aba fi ni kun mata ni sa
ka kapur penganai ki ba kanikom ni ai kuble ki kejing kersan ki hakani ka Durand ka belada ba hakani ka ai sal ta termen makin wan support yang ni syadwati ni solution tidak markum bagi ki ko na di sunati syadu ki awi game so ki bon ki ba boleh dan ki ba try ki ba ta ki bon stay kin wan man support ini bagi dia kan ni login yo ji kersan yo men sim ji ko
A question.